From my personal perspective, and this will be probably the last words from me as a president. As a president, I say. Maybe as a past immediate president, I will talk more. So, if you allow me. Now, what is Toastmasters? What is Toastmasters for me? When I came here first, like in March, not in March actually, it was September, 5 years ago, I remember the speeches presented on the stage, and I wanted to become like the speakers, like Artsy Gazinov, and he was very active at that time. Yeah, and I watched the path of Alias Arieva to distinguish Toastmasters, and it was a really great journey, and she had a brilliant project. That was like the looking in the window and see the other people do something for club, for themselves, for the community. And we in Toastmasters have 4 core values. Can you name them?
Respect, integrity, service, excellence.
And for 4 years, I knew about them. And for 4 years, it was just simple words. Yes, unfortunately, yes. And even I was a sergeant at arms, and I was an officer in the previous term, but still the words didn't have a deeper meaning for me. Everything has changed when I became president. Yes. The first thing I understand very well that is service is not serving, but is actually service. Because our member expect from you service as like the best customer service in the world. So you have to be like Amazon customer service. Or like customer service. You don't need to like, you have no emotion, you're only positive, and you only like helping to solve them problems. And even smallest problems. And yeah, at the beginning I maybe was tired, but then I found the pleasure in serving people at my best. And unfortunately, I wasn't always successful, and sometimes I failed. Yeah, maybe that's why some people are not here today. Yes. Of course, serving requires a lot of effort from officer side. And my life became like job and Toastmasters. And even when I was free, I was thinking about Toastmasters, and sometimes I felt like, is it okay everything in the chat? Is it okay in some activities? So, and I remember when we started to serve, we invited people to the events, and I personally asked them to join us and received no answer. What changed at the end of my term, that in the last picnic, I received at least 3 messages from the people I didn't approach and tell anything about the picnic, but say that they will not come. And I said like, okay, this is your choice, it's not. And still we have a lot of people, and I believe this is something we achieved as providing the best service we could. This is the part that service became deep inside me, and now I will continue to serve you, and you will see it in August, at the end of August, and watch on our channels of Toastmasters Club. I will have a surprise for you. Yes. And never the word excellence. And excellence was the word which I understand as a perfection, but I was wrong. Excellence means excelling yourself in every effort, in every move you make. And sometimes it's really, really hard, because you want to relax, you want to go to a date. Okay, but you have to excel because someone is having a problem with the education manual, with organizing events, and you have to be there, you have to be always there. You don't need to help them always, but when approach, you have to be there, and this is a full commitment from the officer. And I tried to do my best, and maybe that's why officers also did their best. And I saw when sometimes I couldn't reach people to help, my officers did a brilliant job instead of me. And I was jealous because I felt like it's my responsibility to like, okay, you did it better than me. So anyway, that is why I'm thankful for my team, and I tried to encourage them to do so at my best. Now the next word is integrity. And integrity was for me just honesty. Being honest with yourself, being honest with other members. But only recently I understand that integrity means that we're all one community. And I always believe the great community of Astana Toastmasters Club. But sometimes, not sometimes, but just recently I understand that we are like started from the small snowball on the top of the highest mountain 8 years ago. And we rolled down. We rolled down slowly, at first slowly, went faster and faster, and we became a big snowball community with about, I don't know, more than 100 people in our chat. Sometimes we don't know each other, we don't meet each other, but still we're in the chat and we're chatting. No, most of you didn't see Arthur Gazinov in there.
Personally,
But
yes.
still he is very active in the chat. So I mean, this ball goes down and became bigger, had a bigger speed, had increasing speed, and became rock solid community of Toastmasters who share the same values. And one thing we share all is to become better version of ourselves. And that's why I do respect this community and I want to be the part of it for long as I can be. And the last word is respect. You will know, we all know what is respect, and for our Kazakh society, respect is not such problem because we show respect for elders, we show respect for others. Yet, respect is not something you can ask. And as a president, sometimes the title of president gives you some respect. But the respect I found after is that when the people started to trust you was not because you're president, but because of all the things I told before. And that's create respect. Not your authority, not your words, but your action. I probably time limit. This is what respect became to me, and this is the hardest part that you can earn. It's earn someone respect, but the easiest part is to lose that respect. And when you lose, it's really hard to gain it back. I apologize if I did lose some at any point of time the respect of someone of you. And this was not my intention, and I hope I didn't offend anyone, and at least I believe so. For me, the respect part is something which I still cannot explain, but I feel it to every one of you, to each of you. And even I felt that sometimes, as today, presenting awards for Distinguished Toastmasters, I felt I'm not the one who deserved to present them, because all of the Distinguished Toastmasters did so much more than just our club, as opening some Astana Toastmasters Club, as going outside and opening a Spanish community, and as yet helping people to find their peaceful mind. It's all part of something bigger than just the club. Mm-hmm. And as a president, I was responsible for the club, but I really like what they did and what they achieved, and I felt like it's on the level that probably higher than the president. And there's always big respect for every one of you. The integrity I wish to continue in our club. The service we will try to provide our best with our new term. And as a past immediate president, I will be part of the new term. And what award? The last one. Service and
Excellence.
excellence. And I hope you all will join us to excel yourself and to become excellent version of ourselves. And without this, a little bit nervous, a little cry, I want to pass the floor to our Madam Toastmaster in order to continue our meeting. And I wish you all good luck.
Thank you, Kanat, very much. And